In this video, Joe Rogan talks with Aza Raskin and Tristan Harris and discusses a doomsday cult that was responsible for the 1995 Japanese sarin gas subways attacks, and if this group had access to an advanced AI system like ChatGPT, how much more destruction could have happened? If you like this bite-sized content, please drop me a like. This will help with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more daily content.
And then now when you start to think about really dangerous groups that have existed over time, I'm thinking of the Om Shinrikyo cult in 1995.
Do you know this story? So 1995, so this doomsday cult started in the 80s. Because the reason why you're going here is people then say, like, okay, so AI does like dangerous things and it might be able to help you make a biological weapon, but like who's actually going to do that? Like who would actually release something that would like kill all humans? And that's why we're sort of like talking about this doomsday cult, because most people I think don't know about it, but you've probably heard of the 1995 Tokyo subway attacks.
Yes.
Sarin gas. This was the doomsday cult behind it.
Oh.
And what most people don't know is that, like, one, their goal was to kill every human. Two, they weren't small. They had tens of thousands of people, many of whom were like experts and scientists, programmers, engineers. They had like not a small amount of budget, but a big amount. They actually somehow had accumulated hundreds of millions of dollars. And the most important thing to know is that they had 2 microbiologists on staff that were working full time to develop biological weapons. The intent was to kill as many people as possible. And they didn't have access to AI, and they didn't have access to DNA printers. But now DNA printers are like much more available. And if we have something, you don't even really need AGI. You just need like any of these sort of like GPT-4, GPT-5 level tech that can now collapse the distance between we want to create a super virus like smallpox, but like 10 times more viral and like 100 times more deadly, to here are the step-by-step instructions for how to do that. You try something, it doesn't work, and you have a tutor that guides you through to the very end.
What is a DNA printer?
It's the ability to take like a set of DNA code, just like, GTC, whatever, and then turn that into an actual physical strand of DNA. And these things now run on, like they're benchtop. They run on your, you can get them, these things.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is really dangerous. This is not something you want to be empowering people to do en masse. And I think, the word democratize is used with technology a lot. We're in Silicon Valley. A lot of people talk about we need to democratize technology, but we also need to be extremely conscious when that technology is dual use or omni-use and has dangerous characteristics.
Just looking at that thing, it looks to me like an old Atari console. In terms of like, what could this be? Like when you think about the graphics of Pong versus what you're getting now with like, these modern video games with the Unreal 5 engine that are just fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like if you can print DNA, how many different incarnations do we have to, how much evolution in that technology has to take place until you can make an actual living thing?
Yeah. That's sort of the point, is like you can make viruses.
You can make,
bacteria.
We're not that far away from being able to do even more things. I'm not an expert on synthetic biology, but there's whole fields in this. And so as we think about the dangers of AI and what to do about it, we want to make sure that we're releasing it in a way that we don't proliferate capabilities that people can do really dangerous stuff and you can't pull it back.